Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Thasa vanti chete yang sapang sapatan ne sopatan te tang rakathia toma potang potharupang sakalang sati. Sum namaskar ក្រាបថ្វាយបង្គំចំពោះ ព្រះរតនត្រ័យដោយសេចក្តីគោរពសូមក្រាបថ្វាយបង្គំចំពោះព្រះថេរៈគ្រប់ព្រះអង្គធ្វើសមានភាពចំពោះលោកអ្នកដ៏មានអាយុទាំងឡាយចម្រើនពរញោមញាតិជាពុទ្ធបរិស័ទទាំងអស់ថ្ងៃនេះបានសិក្សាបន្តនៅក្នុងឧរកសុត្តឧរិកសូត្រនៅក្នុងគម្ពីរសុត្តនិបាតខុទ្ទកនិកាយថ្ងៃនេះក៏រៀងយឺតបន្តិចទៀតហើយហ្នឹងហើយចេះតែថាឲ្យតន់ម៉ោងមិនបានតន់ពេលវេលាយើងមក 8 កន្លះ ចាប់ផ្ដើមសិក្សាហើយសិក្សា 1 ម៉ោងទៅ 1 ម៉ោងជាង So first of all very good morning to everyone with the depth respect to the triple gem. Today we continue our sutra on Sutta Nipāta, Urka Sutta, the first verse that we have come across for 9 days already. So today the 10 days of our studying. As we learn yesterday, we said that we have completed the first line, the first sentence of first verse. We have our verse, the first verse, yo upatitam vikoti, yo upatitam vinetikotam. So we just come across the first stanza or first verse. For this 10 days, I think today we have to finish our first verse. I hope so, but we don't have much time because we have to finish before 10 today. So now almost 9 o'clock in the morning here, so I hope to finish it before 10. So we have just only 45 minutes to study the 3 sentences in the rest of Sutta. So we have the first verses. Yo ve upatitam vineti gotham visadam sapat miva o sate so bhikkhu jahati ora param but so this is our first verses. Yo ve opatitam vinetiko tham visadam sapamiva osatehi so biko jahate oraparam urako china vivatachang puranam. So this is the first verse of Sutta Nipāta. And this first verse that we have learned is given by the Buddha in the story happened in Alavi regarding the monk who are working in the new construction or new building, and then he cut the tree. That you know all the story, to cut the tree, and at the time there are deity who has a kid and living on the tree, try to not allow the bhikkhu to cut the tree as her dwelling, but the monk still cut and affected to the hands of deity's son, kid, and she went to see the Buddha, and Buddha have advised her many things and gives the new shelter in Jetavanaram temple. And then the monk come to see the Buddha regarding the people condemn, scold the monk, how the monk, a disciple of the noble disciple of the Buddha, while trying to cut the tree that has only one faculties. So at that time the Buddha advised bhikkhu that going to see the Buddha, approach the Buddha, and he talks about this thing. Yo ve opatitam vinetiko tham visadam sapamiva ausatehi so biko jahati oraparam urako jinamivatachang puranang. That the person, the bhikkhu who subdue or remove the anger which spreading or appear in the mind, like the person who remove the snake venom, the venom of the snake which spreading in the body by a good medicine or by herbs, that bhikkhu is abandon all the orapara, the near and far shore, or here and beyond. Example like the snake who discard or dissipate his old skin and go. So these verses that the Buddha advised deity, advised female devata not to angry bhikkhu, because she at that time she was nearly to kill the monk because of her anger, because of her hate appearing in her mind, because that bhikkhu or monks cut the hands of her sons. So it is not a small thing. That's why the female deity want to kill the monk, but by reflecting to the robe of the noble person. So that's why we all should know that the robe that we are wearing right now is very, very meaningful, very valuable, that we have to think of. The robe jivara. This jivara is very valuable for us, that represent the noble flag. You know the word noble, right?
Yeah.
What is noble?
Noble.
Yeah. Our robe is represent to the noble flag. What is flag? What does flag mean? Tong. Yeah. So noble flag is the flags of noble person who always wearing it, who always use it. Tong robot pre araya. You know? Noble flag. Yeah. Apostrophe S. So noble flag. Tong robot pre araya. So it is very important that even though that person is a foolish person, manu pil, foolish, evil person, manu bab, manu krop, but when wearing this noble flag, then the person who study well, a wise man, they will not affected, they will not detect with the person who wearing this robe, not because of respecting the person, that very bad person, but respecting the robe of the Buddha. Example, in the first Dhammapada in Yamakawaka, that you all come across when you study the Pali at the beginning, you come across to the story regarding the previous birth of Devadatta, right? That the Buddha said, Supanupasing Anikasavo Kasavang Yovatangna Parihisati. That Gatha, that story related to the robe. Because when our Lord Buddha was born as the leader of an elephant, and he also accompanied with many thousands of elephants to the lotus pond. And then at that time, the hunter, you know the word hunter?
Yeah.
What does it mean, hunter?
Prey.
Yeah, prey and prey. So hunter still has stolen the robe of Pajika Buddha and sitting under the cutting tree, and always kill elephant every day each. One elephant, one day. Every day, one elephant was killed at that time. And the leader of an elephant come to aware that why our member reducing. We lost the member. Once he went behind all the elephants, send all elephants go ahead, and he following. And then this, after respecting the fake Prajika Buddha, so the hunter take the spear, take the spear, lumpeng, yeah, spear, and throw to the elephant, and the king elephant caught it, intending to kill, but hunter showing the robe. This is the noble robe. So even Bodhisattva was an elephant. He also remembered that it is the robes of noble person. So he dare not to kill, but explain, say something. I think you all family did all with all of those. I don't need to bring all the verse to here, but it is very important to know and to be aware. Anikasavo kasavang Anikasavo kasavang yovatang parihisati. This is just the two line. It's just the first line in that stanza. That elephant Bodhisattva elephants said that Anikasavo kasavang yovatang parihisati. Who yo that we learn, right? Who he also yo. Who Anikasavo. Anik. What does Anika mean? Yeah, Anikasavo. Anikasavo sava asava. It is asava. It is like a defilement or like some kinds of very bitter or very bitter water. And Anika, like from na and ni. Yeah. It means the person who has the defilements not removed. Anika is no and ni take away. So not take away. Anika savo, it means that person still have attachment, not removed, not take out. Not take out. Kasavam. Kasavam is you know the kasava, right? The robe, but representing this example that like some medicine water has color like this robe, the orange robe. And Anikasavo kasavang yo vatang parihisati. This person wearing the kasava robe, the robe of the noble person. So Anikasavo kasavang yo vatang parihasati. The person who not remove all of this defilement is not suitable, not be able to wear this robe. That is an elephant set in a higher state of noble practice. I just want to aware you that in this example and in our story, the first verses emerge regarding the female deity in we call Rukhatevata, the tree deity, the Rukhatevata. And then she dares not to kill the monk because of this robe, and she see this robe, she saw this robe, and she remembered to the Buddha, to the Prajeka Buddha, to an Arahant who wearing this robe. So she thinking that if I kill this monk, it means I don't respect to the Buddha, I don't respect to all the saint, Arahant, Arya, the noble person. But she has no any more place to live. She went to meet the Buddha, and the Buddha advised her, and sadhu, the great thing that you have done, deity, that you don't kill the monk. If you kill the monk, you will face the more suffer, unlimited suffer, very long time. But because of you stop your anger, you stop your hatred, it is like a person who can stop very fast, very very fast vehicle, the driving vehicle very fast, and in front of you are the jungle, so you can stop it properly. You stop anger like one who can stop properly the vehicle are running fastly. Likewise, the monk who can remove all the anger that appears in our mind, like the person who take out all the venom snake which spreading in our body by herbs or by good medicine, that bhikkhu, that monk, it means to remove or to abandon all the here and beyond, or the near shore and far shore, like a snake, abandon or dissipate its old skin, or remove or leave its old skin and go. So now we come to these these three sentences. So we just come across first sentences for 9 days. For 9 days we finish one sentences, but I promise that it is only one sentences that long this explanation and long definition that we have to come across. So because of this, the main thing, the start, because when we start something, if you read all the book from the beginning, an introduction to example to the Vinaya Pitaka, we have very long introduction. What are the introduction of the, what is the introduction of the Vinaya Pitaka? The Veranyakanda. Examples of Veranya Brahmin in Veranja village, that the Buddha was dwelling in the 12 years of his enlightenment. But the first precept, the first parajika, is not commit in that 12 year of his enlightenment. In which year that he laid down the first Vinaya rule? Who remembers? នៅឆ្នាំណាដែលព្រះអង្គបញ្ញត្តិបរាជិកទី1 So in Veranja village, the Buddha was dwelling in the Vasa 12 Vasa 12 ឆ្នាំក្នុងវស្សាទី 12 ព្រះអង្គនៅ Veranja. So in Veranja village he was dwelling, and the story, all the introduction of this Vinaya rule talking in Veranja in the first volumes of Vinaya Pitaka. But the Pathama Parajika is committed in 20 verse. Yeah. In the verse of 20 years after Buddha enlightenment. It is very long, 8 years after the story of Veranja. And then the Sutinnavattu, the story of Sutinna Bhikkhu, appear in the verse 20. But all introduction is very long. And also when you see the comment, when you read the commentary, also gives more introduction. So the same here, that we explain just the first sentence is very long. It's long, like 9 days already, because of just 2 words, vineti in Gotham. Vineti means remove, subdue, abandon, or get away, get rid of, or whatsoever. Vineti refers to dukkha nirodha and magga. Removes completely, and how to remove, the way how to remove, the method how to remove the anger and resentment and conceit and hatred or something. So this vineti means nibbana, refers to arahata magga, and gotha referring to the dukkha and dukkha samudaya. Dukkha, suffering, and dukkha samudaya is the arising of suffering. The word dukkha is meaning deeply, is like meaning cannot explain like just only one word, suffering. Suffering is like simple. It's not deep meaning to explain the word dukkha, but we just refers the word suffering in English instead of dukkha. But when you study Buddhism clearly, you will experience what dukkha is. Dukkha not just means of just only suffering or lamentation or sorrowfulness or unsatisfactoriness or grief, etc. It's not just like that, but dukkha is the more definition more than that in Buddha's teaching. So now we come to the word visadang sapamiva osatihi. I do have this paper, this summary that I have come across, and I have summarized all of this for you. Yeah, visadam sapamiva osatihi. It's just when someone has bitten by a snake and his entire body suffers with venom. As a physician might put together various medicine from root, from stem, from bark, from leaf, from flower, and so forth, and quickly remove it with the prepared herbs. So too, when anger has sprung in the minds of because it was state about to pervade one mind, one does not tolerate it, but removes it by any of the means of removal explained about. So we have come across how to remove, how to get rid of all the resentment and anger. So when the sapamiva, sapavisamiva, yeah, visamiva. When the visa, venom, venoms of the snake, of cobra, or the kinds of gaggerous snake, venom of the snake, that when somebody was bitten by snake, and all of these visas, venom, spread, visadang, spread over entire body. Visada means spread, right? Visada, spread over the body. But the wise man or physician, you know the word physician, right? Yeah, what is physician?
I don't know.
The physician, the crupet, doctor. So physician can cure or can remove all of this venom, sapavisa, the venom of the snake, by using medicine, the herb medicine, that whatever you can get from leaf, from fruit or from flower or from bark, from so and so. So when you take all medicine, the physician can remove all the snake venom from the body, and that person can be freely and healthy again. So in the same way, bhikkhu remove of all the anger, that anger spread over the mind, spoil the mind with such a thing that we have learned how to remove by Samvara Vinaya or by Pahana Vinaya. So let's see that these two lines is the similes of one thing. This is like example. This is like the example. Here refer to the real thing, and here refers just only example. Example, the physician can remove the snake venom by medicine. Bhikkhu remove all anger by concentrating, by practicing, by restraining, and by abandoning. So from these verses we learn that upatitam, we learn that we have the word yo, who yo here is a physician, grouped, and upatitam here, what is upatitam here compared to the first sentence to the second sentence?
Second sentence.
Yes, but upatitam here compared to the second sentence, what is upatitam? So yo compared to the physician. Who is yo?
Yo bhikkhu.
Bhikkhu. But who is physician?
Physician,
the doctor.
the doctor.
So here bhikkhu, here doctor. So
Yeah.
it is two sentences. So let me give you a chart. This is first and this is second. So yo here is bhikkhu, right? Man. And here physician. Yes. This is number one refers to number one here, and number two refers to number two here. And this is also one, this is also two. Just study by checking the true meaning. Don't miss any meaning in the stanza. So yo is monk and physician, the doctor. No Pali word in the second sentence. But we know the one who can remove is the doctor or physician. And upatitam, what does it mean, upatitam? What upatitam mean? What does it mean? So we come to the 10th day right now. So you still not remember the word? Already 10 day. So if you don't know that word, you cannot go you cannot go across the stanza. Because this is the word that we have to learn. I just recommend you that at least one day you learn just one word. Don't wish a lot of words. If you want to know a lot of words, you cannot catch it. But at least one word a day. One day, just one word. So now we come to across 10 days right now. In 1, 2, 3, 4 words. Just 4 words is 10 days right now. So don't think that you cannot do it. Please be carefully. Be careful to learn.
Appearing.
Because it is not an easy one. If we don't learn the first, we will face not we will face the problem in the second verse also. If the first word is not learned, the second word also difficult for you. So upatitam, it means appearing in your mind.
Yes.
Appearing. So and that is in the first line, and the second line compared to visadam. What does visadam mean? What visadam mean? So upatitam appearing in the first sentence, and visadam, what when how when the snake bite and the venom, what the venom works? The venom spread over the body. So appearing in the first line compared to the spreading in the second line. And vineti in the first line, also vineti in the second line, to remove, to cure. And supper, Gotha,
the same as snake. Yeah.
Gotha in the first line
First line.
is example like the snake venom.
Snake venom.
Sapa visa. So I do this chart. It is easy for you when you learn Gatha, when you learn the verse of the Buddha with comparing or not comparing the simple Gatha. You have to learn word by word. Sathang sapyanjanang. You know the word Sathang sapyanjanang? If you don't know that word, however you learn, you cannot come across the Buddha's teaching properly. So in the first missionary of the Buddha, he sent bhikkhu Jarata Bhikkhave. What the Buddha said? Jarata Bhikkhave. Oh monks or bhikkhus, go ahead. Jarata Bhikkhave. Jarata means go ahead. Go. The monks, the blessed one, sent the monks to go where? Go everywhere. In village or in city or in province or in state. What for? For the benefit of many people, for the benefit of the Deva and Manusa Deva. Manusa Deva nang Jarata. Go to village, city, state or country in order to propagate the Buddha's teaching. What are the Buddha's teaching? Sathang sapyanjanang Parisuttang kevala paripunang. Satang. The Buddha's teaching is satang. What is satang? It is with the good, with the benefit, meaningful. Sapyanjanang. Sapyanjanang with the alphabet, with consonant, with the good character. Yeah, with good character. Parisuttang. Parisuttang is very pure, the Buddha's teaching. Kevala paripunang. Nothing left behind. The Buddha teach all the meaning, all the goal, all the what that we need to gain. It means one word of the Buddha is valuable that we have to learn. That's why all the gatha and verse you have to learn all of the word of the Buddha. Yo or Upatitam or Vineti or Gotham, all of these are the meaningful word. The word of cessation of suffering. Just one word, if you study properly, one can get rid of all suffering. Many people ask that. Why in the Buddha's time the noble disciple of the Buddha listen Buddha only a short verse, like Venerable Sariputta, Je Dhamma Hetu Bhava Te-Sam Hetum Je Dhamma Hetu Bhava Je Dhamma Hetu Bhava. Venerable Sariputta Upatisamanavaka only listen this short stanza, only one line. Je Dhamma Hetu Bhava. All the combination nature are arising with their cause. Only that word, Dhamma Bhava. Dhamma Bhava, Je Dhamma Hetu Bhava. Just only the word Hetu Bhava. And Dhamma. Sariputta understand the Four Noble Truths of the Buddha. What is Dhamma mean? Dhamma mean dukkha. All the suffering that all the nature in the world. Hetu Bhava. Hetu Bhava. Hetu and Bhava. What is the Hetu? Hetu mean the dukkha samudaya, the arisings of the dukkha. That Venerable Sariputta just only listen a short sentence and understand. Why? And we are studying a lot. We recite a lot of gatha. We remember a lot of Abhidhamma. We learn a lot of Abhidhamma. We learn of a lot of the Buddha's teaching. Why we don't understand? We can say, we can teach, we can talk, we can explain somebody in such a way, but why we cannot rely the truth? Because we are not still in depth of the Buddha's teaching. Because we are not aware in word by word. Because the Buddha's teaching is word by word, is very meaningful. Example, the Venerable Sariputta just only heard the word Hetu. The Hetu means is the beginning of the world, the beginning of our life. And where is the beginning? We don't know. Anyone cannot know from the beginning and the ending of this world. It's the cycle of world. That the Buddha said, like how the Buddha said, the Buddha said in Anamataka Samyutta Nikaya, Anamatako yang pikave samsaro pubbago dena panyayati avicca nivaranang tanaha sangyojananang sandhavatang sangsaratang. Buddha said, Anamatako yang bhikkhave sangsaro. Sangsaro, the world of cycle, the cycles of the world. Anamatako, no one can know, no one can understand, no one can really realize Puppa Godi. Puppa means the beginning and Godi means the ending. Puppa Godi Napanyayati. No one can know that when it started and when it's going to end. No one know clearly. Why? Avijja nivarana nang tanha sangyojana nang satta nang santharatang sansaratang. Santhavatang sansaratang. Because of ignorance as nivarana. Avijja nivarana nang. Because of the contents of avijja, because of việc nonនៃavijja, ignorance to block the human being. Tanha sangyojana nang, craving is the feeder, the feeders of craving. It means the craving, tanha, craving to cut the human being, block the way of human being in this world. And human being just from birth to birth, from world to world, from samsara to samsara, not ending. No one can know. So just only the word hetu. Hetu means everything that Venerable Sariputta understand and realize the first stream of the noble practice. Here also, if we learn properly, just the word vineti is arhatamaka. Just the word gota is also dukkha samudaya. If we learn now properly, when we heard again, you know, many stories that if we can say there are many stories, like the Brahmin, it's called Pancha Dayaka Brahmin. Pancha Tiyaka Priyamo. Pancha Dayaka Brahmin, that the Buddha know his ability to understand the Dhamma. Buddha go for Nipāta, and he's good. He always gives alms, give something to somebody before he eat. But his wife, if a relative woman doesn't want to do anything to offer alms to the recluses or Brahmin, but Buddha went and he start eating, face his back outside, and the Buddha stand for arm, and the lady see the Buddha. When Buddha said for arm, stand for arm, and the lady see, and lady cannot do anything, cannot tell the Buddha that please go ahead for another arms. She cannot say it. If she say that, her husband will know that the Buddha here and will give all the food to the Buddha, and she difficult to cook again. So what she's doing? She just only mimic. Yeah. I think this word is new. It's like only bodily action. And then she just only act by her face in order to tell the Buddha that go ahead. It's not any food available here to give you, but just only using her face, like we do like that. Just go ahead, but not saying anything. And the Buddha saying nothing, but the Buddha shake his head. Actually, the nature of Buddha never shake the head. But why the Buddha shake the head? Because the Buddha want to teach the Dhamma. They shake the head, and the lady is very shocked and start laughing because she never see the kinds of the noble man, the Buddha can shake the hand like the playboy, and then she's shocked and she laughing, and then her husband start to know the Buddha, and then gives all the food to the Buddha. And he asked one question. He asked, the Brahmin asked Buddha just one question. What does bhikkhu mean? In Dhammapata, we learn that the Buddha explained Sappaso Namrupasmi. Sappaso Namrupasmi. So the Brahmin asked, who are the bhikkhu? What does bhikkhu mean? What does the monk represent for? But the Buddha said, Sappaso Namarupasmi. The person who remove all the grasping, upatian, grasping, all this grasping in nama, rupa, nam, name, and form. The person who's not delighted with the nam and form present, and not suffer, not having sorrowful when lost the name and form. That is bhikkhu. Because the Buddha know that the Brahmin in the dispensation of Buddha, Kashyapa Buddha, he learned this Namarupasmi. He learned the word Namarupasmi. That's why the Buddha take the Namarupasmi to teach him. That's why I just advise and recommend all the venerable monks and people learn what you like, because it is your family. If you learn the word Vineti, if you learn the word Gota, to be family with you, concentrate more and more, you know clearly about this word. One word can define too many things. One word can define too many things, and then you will start know clearly by defining. Just like that Brahmin. So in these two stanzas, bhikkhu compared to the physician, upatitang compared to the wisdom, vineti is he also vineti, and gota is the sapamiva. Gota, anger is like the snake venom, very dangerous, very painful thing that can kill the man. If the man not properly taken to the physician, to the doctor, to the hospital, he can die immediately. Example, the monk who angers in it can also die. What does die mean? The Buddha said in Anguttara Nikaya and Samyutta Nikaya, O bhikkhu, the bhikkhu dukkito abato marna piputo. Bhikkhu was strong ill, strong sick, and died in Dhamma Vinaya. In the dispensation of Buddha, dukkito apatigo means the illness monk, means the monk who are spoiled by anger, by craving, by hatred, to make him sick. And the monk died in the Buddha Sasana mean because of this anger, because of his craving, because of this delusion, he cannot be a monk anymore. he disrobed to become a layman, go back to the lower realms of human being. So this is marana in Buddhism, that the Buddha said in Samyutta Nikaya. Dukkito, abadiko, and maranapiputo. The monk compared to the very ill person and the death because of anger, hatred, craving, desire, attachment appearing in his mind, and he cannot control properly, and disrobe go to in the normal life. So God here is very dangerous for human being in the world, not only the monk, lay people also. If you have anger in yourself, you will make many problems in your life. So start to know it clearly, understand it properly, to reduce it. We are not the noble one right now, but we start to reduce, we start to clear it step by step. By reducing, by clearing it, we have to learn what does it mean, what is the cause of it. So that's why when we learn just only this word, we can find also in the Four Noble Truth. In Mahasatipatthana Sutra, the Buddha said about Dhammanupassana Satipatthana and Nivarana Papa. In Nivarana Papa, the groups of hindrances, Nivarana, English, hindrances. In the group of hindrances, the Buddha said about all of Kamachanta, Vyabhata. What does Vyabhata mean? Yeah, Vyabhata mean Vyabhat. We learn already. Yeah, Vyabhata mean ill will. So all ill will, anger, resentment happen in the mind. And in Chittanupassana Satipatthana, the Buddha said also, Satosang va chittang, satosang chittam tipajanati. When the mind is spoiled by anger, monk have to know clearly, knowing clearly that the mind is spoiling by anger right now. And not only knowing, in Satipatthana Sutra, why the Blessed One explained, not only knowing that mind now spoiling by anger, hatred, but should find what are the causes of anger. What are the causes of anger? And what is the point, the method, the way how to remove the anger? And we can remove or not. And if we remove it all, what happened? So all of the Four Noble Truth in just one line that the Buddha said, Sado sangva chittang sado sang chittan dibajanati, and samohangva zaragangva chittang zaraga chittan dibajanati also is the same way. Study Satipatthana Sutta, study the meaning, the teaching of the Buddha, should give more mindful study mindfully. That you will understand and remember the word properly. So now the time's up. I cannot finish again. So, but he is not many things to explain you. Also here in the second sentence, also the Myanmar Pali always like to use the yeah, it is the same. Osata and osata. The Myanmar version also always use the, not ta. Yeah. Osata here is the method of removing. Here we have only two, Pahana Vinaya and Sambhara Vinaya. Pahana Vinaya and Sambhara Vinaya compared to the Osatehi. Yeah. Buddha does not say it in the first line, but said Osatehi in the second line. Osatehi in the second line. But this Osatehi, the Buddha explained in Vineti. Sambhara Vinaya and Pahana Vinaya. It is also in here. So, two lines, two sentences is meaningful to compare to each other. Now, come to here. You can do a chart like this also. You can write number 1 and write number 2 also. Bhikkhu here compared to the snake. Yeah. So two sentences finished, and another two sentences. Bhikkhu here compared to the snake. Oraparam here compared to the Taja. Oraparam means compared to Taja. And this Taja have Chinnang and Puranang. Chinnang Puranang Taja. Not use anymore. It's old skin. Cannot use. No need anymore. The snake leave it behind and go. And the snake, when the snake leave the old skin, some not, the snake thinking that, oh, my old skin, I had to come to take care of my old skin. No, never. If you see the snake skin here, you cannot find the snake here. You cannot find the snake here. Example, Bhikkhu Jahati. Jahati, abandon, leave. Orapara. Orapara here in the Cambodian Tipitaka is not completely translated. What is translated in the Cambodian Tripitaka? Leh bong no try ai. Bhikkhu chmu tha leh bong no try ai. Try khang ai. So try ai mean only ora. We don't translate the word para. Yeah. Because not only in this Sutta Nipāta, every Tipitaka, everywhere, our Cambodian translator did not translate the word para, because they think that the word para means just only shore. Ora mean eye. Ora mean the near shore, near shore. Ora mean near, and para mean shore. But don't forget, these two words. Cambodian translator translate only near shore, try khang ai, but it does it mean only near shore? Ora mean near shore. Ora mean near shore. It's not only near but near shore. Ora. And para mean far shore. Ora mean near shore. Para mean far shore. This is both near shore and far shore. That's why all the translation of other Tripitaka, Sri Lankan, Myanmar, English, and every Tripitaka, they translate here and beyond, or near and far shore. Because ora is from the word. If we define the ora tire, and para Tire. What does tire mean? Tire mean shore. Ora tire, the near shore, para tire, the far shore. And combined to ora param, it means far and near and far. It's not only the near, but in all the Cambodian Tripitaka, I come across all of those words, even though in Dhammapata, when we learned before, we also translate on only the near shore. That is the misunderstanding also. But to study, why we know that it had to be translated like this? Because the commentary, Atthakatha, have mentioned as many things. Here, yeah, you can take all one of these. Yeah. This is all the first stanza that I summarize. Yeah, I have 4, right?
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah. And if somebody need this paper in online, the summarize of the first stanza, the first verse, just write to then the messenger, and we will send, because I cannot post on the page. I don't know how to post it. So ora near shore or here, para far shore or here, the page number 8. Yeah, number 8, you will see the number 8, the more pairs of near shore and far shore, the near and beyond. We can say near shore and far shore, or we can translate as here, ora is here, and para is beyond. Beyond means the other from here. So beyond. So there are many things. Ora para. You say I can read for you that. So in the page number 8. So bhikkhu jahati ora param. That bhikkhu give up the here and the beyond. So evam gotam vinento bhikkhu yasma gotu tatiyap makena sappaso bahiyati tasma ora para sanyitani pancho rampagiya samyojanani jahati vetidapo. Since anger is completely abandoned by the third part, anagami marka, the third part, it should be understood that a bhikkhu removing anger in such a way give up the 5 lower feeders which are designated the here and the beyond. So which designated, which give the birth to the orapara, the Panja Orampia Giya Samyojana. You found it?
Yeah.
Yeah, in 8.
8.
Yeah, page 8.
8.
So bhikkhu jahati orapara. Yeah, here. So Panja Oram Bhagiya Sangyojana. Sangyojana Pram Khang Kraum គឺជាអ្នកបង្កើតនៅអរបារៈឆ្នេរអាយនិងឆ្នេរខាងនាយឆ្នេរខាងអាយនិងឆ្នេរខាងនាយគឺមានបញ្ចអរម្ភាគយៈសង្យោជាអ្នកខាងក្រោម5នឹងជាអ្នកបង្កើតឡើង So here the commentator said that បញ្ចោរម្ភាគយៈសំយោចនានិjahati. It means he give up the 5 lower feeder which are designated the here and the beyond, for without distinction the beyond is the name of shore. Therefore when the here and the beyond, here and beyond is orapara, is said this meaning those feeders are here, near, and become the far shore of the ocean of samsara. Ocean of samsara, samudra samsara sagara. The ocean of samsara, the near shore and far shore. Attava yo upatitam vinetako tam visadam sapavisameva osatihi. So tatiyamakena sapasoko tam vinetva anagami pale teto bhikkhu jahati oraparam. Or alternatively, one who remove the anger that has arisen as one remove with earth a snake spreading venom. This means that the bhikkhu is established in the fruit of non-return. Non-return means anagami. By removing anger with the third part, anagami magga, then abandon the here and the beyond. And orapara, the near shore, here like one's own personhood or otherhood of the person. The six internal senses is orapara. The six external senses is the para, the aura and para. The six internal senses. What are six internal senses? External senses in internal senses. អាយតនៈខាងក្នុង5ជាឆ្នេរខាងអាយអាយតនៈ6ជាឆ្នេរខាងអាយអាយតនៈខាងក្រៅ6ជាឆ្នេរខាងនាយមនុស្សលោកក៏ the human world is ឆ្នេរមនុស្សលោកឆ្នេរខាងអាយទេវលោកឆ្នេរខាងនាយកាមធាតុ desire and dream កាមធាតុឆ្នេរខាងអាយរូបធាតុឆ្នេរខាងនាយ etc. So this is the compare the more orapara that you can learn from here. So just only remind you yet. So orapara is meaningful. You can read this explanation and that I have already summarized. And the first sutta for 11 pages here, we first gatha. So we finish today. I don't explain all of this in detail, but you can read from here in detail. If you have any question, just ask me tomorrow. So because I just want you to read, to write, to ask, and to hear in order to know together. If you don't know the word, if you don't know the meaning, so how can I go further? I cannot go further because just only then. Remember that I'm also learning. I'm not trying to be your teacher, but I'm just learning with you because it is also the new for me. I'm learning also. Just only I read before you read. So I'm also reading, you also reading. I'm also learning, you also learning. So we learn together. Don't be something in your mind that you cannot follow it or you cannot understand it. But if you cannot understand, just ask me. Don't be hesitant, because I just want to let all you know the English and Buddhism. Buddhism in the Pali word. I don't know English in Cambodian because I'm not instructed English language in Cambodian, but I know the Pali word. I know some English, so we can compare and we learn the word the Buddha's teaching together. It's not mean I'm trying to be your teacher, but we are the same. We are learner, so in the same level. So today just stop here because I have an appointment with the university counselor today at 12. So I cannot go further, but we get 1 hour right now. So thank you very much for your participating today. So we are happy to finish the first verse of Uraka Sutta, and we will continue for the second verse, third verse, and another fourth verse until the 17 verses in Uraka Sutta very quickly. I don't think that we have a lot of explanation like the first verse. Yeah, first verse is the start, so a lot of things, and I will prepare the note for you, the summary. But why I don't give you first the notes? Because I want you to write it down. and this note I give you later, and then you can read it. Please read it, kindly read it. If you don't understand or you see the mistake, because sometimes I write in mistake also, yeah, because I just writing, copying, so sometimes have a mistake, so you can check it in order to correct next time. So the one who want the note, the summary of the sutta, also can message to the messenger, and I will give you the copy of that. So thank you very much and have a blessing day. Dukkhapatta janen dukkam payapanta jana paya saukam jani sauka ontu sape pe pane no. Satu. Bệnh mồi nó về chi nhỉ?
อยากไล่รุ่ง
Ok, ngày nay bạn sắc xa bằng to này vẹn tị đọc có đồ chết ngày tị đọc hay sắc xa bì xuất tàn tạ vậy đọc xuất tàn Nipāta hay ngày nay cả na chiếm cha group ông nhận nhung bột sát của bạn sắc xa bằng to nơi bậc kia tha tỉ mùi nơi trong xuất tàn Nipāta miền bẹt thà cả tha miền ca lược làng bằng hạt bằng riêng đòi bằng cừu thò mẹ xe ray vàอย่างสมอประคุณนึงอคุณอยู่ปัวกาตามดังตุสนาดังศักษาในประพุทธเวชนะระบอบประมีประเพียเชียเพียสาอังเคลสมอประคุณนึงอคุณ